G'day, this is Captainoob, and this is a Vampire's Flamer with plus 10% damage whilst aiming and 90% reduced weight, major and minor legendary effects respectively. You'll notice how this thing, despite having 90% reduced weight, is sitting at 17 pounds, and this thing doesn't weigh 170 pounds by default, so something's definitely amiss here. And basically what happens is when you attach these attachments on that you see here, or anything that makes it slightly heavier, the calculation doesn't scale with it properly, so you'll end up having like 50% reduced weight, somewhere around there, which, you know, kind of sucks, but it's something. I'll take it. Like, flamers like this are like 32 pounds when they're not weightless, so sure, whatever. But more importantly, we've got the secondary legendary effect, which is the Hitman's legendary effect coming from Far Harbor. And the game plan is this. I'm going to be running in Power Armor at Nerd Rage Session to give myself the 50% boost from Adrenal Reaction, and I'm going to be going for headshots, which is surprisingly easy to get with a flamer because you're shooting a big stream of flames at your targets and it's easy to adjust where your aim is, and it's hitting quite a lot per second, so you can actually stack the damage on pretty fast. Now, I've taken careful consideration on choosing which nozzle I've attached this time to make sure it doesn't suck, and you definitely want to always use the standard nozzle. Always, 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 always use the standard nozzle. The other nozzles will screw you over in terms of performance. Just remember that. This is really, really important. I can't stress this enough. If you attach anything else but the standard nozzle on a flamer, it'll be terrible. Garbage. Crap. Throw it in the script bin. Anyway, so we've got the napalm tank bringing up our damage slightly. The long barrel increases our reach and range. And yeah, it's time to be an Advent Purifier, I guess. 48 damage, it's not that impressive, but since this thing hits so fast, it's a flamethrower, it's cool by default, but, you know, it's got a decent DPS on it because, well, the damage per shot is reasonably high for what it is, but we'll chuck on some of these perks like Heavy Gunner and Bloody Mess, and that gives us 86 damage. And whilst I'm being slowly irradiated, I might as well explain my perk loadout here. Obviously, Nerd Rage is going to be there when I get at 20% health or just below. Obviously, in my power armor, I've got Emergency Protocol, so they'll kick in as well, giving me ultimate supreme tankiness. And Dodgy is there to add insult to injury. Basically, we can never die as long as we're shooting stuff and not dying through damage over time. I've got Gunsmith there because I wanted it to be there. Had to pull one rank out of batteries and clear just to get that to 3 because the flamers break down pretty quickly. But if I can get the damage on quick enough to actually kill my enemies without using a whole lot of ammo or shooting, that'll be very efficient. But I've got a bunch of repair kits on standby if need be. Not sure if one gun army works. If it doesn't work, I'll just chuck on Class Freak so I can get a little bit more of a strength bonus because of the mutations bringing down my strength, obviously. Luck of the draw. It's nice for repairing my thing. There's fireproof to not die from explosions and scorched beast attacks. I mean, I'm in power armor. It's just a more tankiness. We're in Nerd Rage now. I've also got Tenderizer as well. So when we hit stuff, our next hit will be slightly better. Might not show up in the actual damage numbers when we shoot stuff, but if you look at the pixels, they'll slightly change. It's negligible, but it's there. And now at Nerd Rage, we're doing 146 damage, which is certainly a hell of a lot better. Alrighty, welcome to the Chosen Stronghold, and the Chosen's a little bitch in the Fallout universe, so a bunch of green people ran in and took the place by force. Obviously, I'm in my shiny Hellfire Strangleheart power armor. There's some cool stuff going on. Mainly, it's the emergency protocols that I've got rocking, which will keep me nice and tanky, and then we can shoot the super mutants in the face with the flamer. And as you can tell, we're doing a really good job. See, this is probably maybe an unknown synergy for most people, but if you can aim a flamer to reach the headshots, and, you know, getting that bonus from the Hitman's legendary effect certainly helps that quite a bit, you can actually do really, really well. I'm actually slaughtering these guys. That is a piece of crap. It's got bash damage, but it's going to be under-leveled. And you'll see right away how much range that the standard nozzle gives me over something like, look at that, all the way from back here. And you can actually see this in effect if you screw around with the barrels. You can actually see how far you can actually throw the flames, which is good. You know, not being in spitting distance and throwing the flames is a good idea, because you kind of don't want to be at melee range for most things. You get staggered a lot of the time, but this thing has a DPS to shake everything off. We're almost hitting 200 damage, and it's not going to get any higher than that unless I do some stupid shit like Revenant, but who got time for that? So I do highly recommend using this thing only in third person, so you can easily just cheese stuff like that. Little baby super mutants, no problem. Sometimes if something's too close, you'll stop hitting them because they've like clipped through your barrel, and your flamer will just start throwing flames towards the ceiling or the sky. So if you do get in that position, just take a couple of steps back. You can backpedal a little bit and you'll have no problems. But yes, do go for the headshots. They give you a much needed damage bonus. I can hear Central Officer Bradford's voice right now. There is a lot of aliens out here, a lot of the last. We're picking up so much contact. Go and burn them all. Don't worry, I've got infinite turns. If we're thinking this is like XCOM, I've basically got infinite turns there. Or maybe my turn was to stand there and get bitten by these little bastards, but that does nothing. If I've got like the armor pieces that you'd see, you know, the little armor, the shield things next to see the health bars, I've got like 1,400 of them and they can't do anything. They'll be doing minimum damage all the time. And then it's a dodge and a graze and all of that nonsense. I'm just tanky and invincible at this stage, and since my weapon heals me, basically this war is over. I could go and cook the Elder's face and the Avatar project will never see the light of day. We still don't know what it's about yet in this universe. We're gonna assume it's something to do with Cartoon Network trying to reboot Avatar, but you know, they make it vastly worse and ruin the original show because more money, I guess, or something like that. Oh no, I have to reload. Just hold on a second. You done? Cool. My turn. So yeah, as you can tell, if I'm doubling the damage on the headshots, I've got no problems taking out these super mutants. And when I shoot them in the face, well, they're dying very quickly, because even when I'm not hitting headshots, I'm hitting for 80 to 100 damage, which is good. Now, the stabilize perk allows me to, you know, have my hip fire accuracy a little bit better, so technically I don't need to aim down sights to, you know, zero into the head. Yeah, good luck with that, mate. But the Hitman's legendary effect gives me an extra bonus when I aim down sights. The problem with this is most of the time, look, it's kind of like an Institute rifle. It just gets kind of in the way of your screen, and if there's anything that is currently below my flamer, I couldn't possibly see them. But as you can tell, having no problems just burning all of these super mutants to death. Probably could have gone without dodgy, because if I didn't have it, I'd be sprinting around and making good use out of my extra ability to kill stuff. I think dodgy was overkill, but you know, it might come in handy later on. Honestly, the only thing that can kill me at this stage is damage over time, which these guys can't do. So, well, I guess a random nuke happening, but no players are allowed on my servers. I had somebody bring in a friggin' hacked weapon the other day. Well, I was streaming too, and he had the nerve to fucking bring one of those in and start shooting it. So yeah, he's gone now. Nope. See you later. Also, the floating corpse thing still happens. It's an interesting bug. They seem to be disturbed by physics though, so you can fix them up pretty quickly. Yeah, no, that's not gonna work. So, I'm thinking, now that I've kind of figured out, I mean, I knew this from the start, but now that I've figured out that flamers are actually quite good when you've got them in a position where you've got the long barrel and the standard nozzle, I think I could probably do another run with a bloodied one. Honestly, I'm thinking bloodied and, yeah, bloodied, weightless, and hitmans would probably be my pick flamer. I don't see any reason to chuck on the fire rate other than, you know, just general DPS things. But as you can tell, even with the vampires flamer, this is throwing out enough DPS to kill them very quickly. So honestly, you'd probably rather have that extra 10% worth of efficiency, wouldn't you? Because well, oil is a resource in short supply at the time of the Great War, so would you believe that finding the ammunition to run this thing ain't the easiest? Yeah, that actually might be the pick for my preferred flamer. Bloodied hitmans and then 90% reduced weight. And then I'd probably just remove all of the high capacity mags from it just to reduce the weight slightly more. Oh, this is going to be a cakewalk, hang on. I don't feel like moving. I can play this one-handed. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to sit in the doorway, and I'm going to play Fallout 76, the turret shooter section, again. There's a lot of... You can do this a lot with heavy guns. It's really quite good. But, you know, there's something fun about just burning a bunch of zombies with a flamethrower like this. It's always good fun to do that. Ah, there's a Wendigo. And there he goes. There's 20 cents for killing a cryptid. Thanks. Yeah, try to flank me, see what happens, mate. Anyways, we'll keep on going. Probably don't have to aim down sights for these guys to get decent damage on them. No, don't have to. The mobility penalty that you get for aiming down sights sometimes isn't the greatest, but, you know, if there's anything tougher than, well, I guess a super mutant is your benchmark. And I know I got a legendary around here. People will be whining in the comments if I miss out on it, which apparently is going to happen because I can't find it. Let's just keep this show rolling. Right after I kill this one. Get out of here. It was a 1-star suppresses pole hook, so don't get your hopes up. It was nothing good. I'd actually be more inclined to get excited about legendary drops when 3 stars actually are guaranteed 3-star drops, but not on this day. Also, how's my flamer holding up? Because, ooh, she's nearly done. Alright, well, it looks like it's repair kit time. Alright, this will probably be the hardest section in the video because, well, these guys can carry damage over time, so it's imperative that I roast these crabs as soon as I see them, especially these glowing bastards, which I will take off my... Yeah, I won't aim down sights for these guys. I think we've got the healing to out... Yeah, okay. We can out-heal their damage over time just by a hair, so that's pretty good. There's the queen, and I got a bunch of good suggestions for the names of the queen, but I'm thinking Queen Amidala is the best one. Ah, nice, a stagger. That's what I wanted to see. Yeah, so, yeah. Queen Amidala, that's Padme. Heart Pants Padme. And if you don't know what I'm on about there, you should watch the Star Wars prequel Plinker reviews by Red Letter Media. Oh, man. So good. So good. Ah, looks like the Snellies have rocked up to this place, which apparently fire kills them as well. Also, I'm hitting them for 66 damage, which makes Palpatine very pleased indeed. So, yes. We'll keep on going. We'll see if we can hit a little bit harder than 66. Ah, you see, 74. Although we could probably account a lot of that damage for the extra adrenaline that I got. Adrenaline should be full by now. 85. Still 85. I wonder if the Hitman thing actually works on this. Well, I don't know. If it isn't working, then it's just a dummy perk, isn't it? Well, if it turns out that Hitman is a dud on a flamer, then joke's on me, I guess. 67. Aim down sights for a bit. 71. Okay. I think it works. Wasn't Tenderizer giving me that extra damage, was it? Anyways, we'll just keep killing these assholes. Look at that range. That's so good. You know, having more than melee range is actually really good for a flamer, would you believe? Because I guess we might even have the range to, you know, burn the nuts off a low-flying Scorch Beast, so we'll have to wait till they show up. But for now, we've just got a bunch of zombies. Come here. Okay, not close enough. He doesn't want to get close, and honestly, this would be a good psychological thing. If the Scorch Beasts are, you know, half switched on in their noggins, I'll be thinking, well, shit, they're using a flamer, I gotta stay away from them. But probably it's just random AI patterns, behavior, and nonsense like that. Get out of here. Yeah, you can't walk in the water that is ankle deep and then completely douse yourself of the flames. We ain't playing XCOM here, unfortunately. Anyway, so a bunch of bats are actually out. I wonder if I'll pull this one out. Nope. You could do that for 100 bloody years. You won't be able to kill me. Alright, he looks like he's stopping to investigate. Don't have the reach. If I were to jump, however... No, I'm not going to be jumping where I can't see. Okay, I think the time has come for Enforcer, yes. Alright, Enforcer is a go. I like how the Scorch Beasts are refusing to land. It's like, I ain't getting burned by that shit. No, I'm staying up here. And they're correct. Prepare to meet your fiery doom fate. You're going to land. Good man. Okay. Set phases to fucking burn. That's the quote, right? And now we toast his face. Wait for him to regenerate. He'll probably get up again because his wings also regenerate along with his health. Yeah, this might take a while. You know what? I'll just cripple your wings too, mate. You can tell that he's getting ready to land because his behavior suddenly inexplicably changed. But I know what's going on. You're about to land, aren't ya? Good man, good man. Alright, eat this. Ooh, he didn't like that now, did he? Now, I've only got 31 left in this. I wonder if I could actually finish off the last ones. No, he's not going to land. Excuse me, come a little bit closer. Okay, so now I'm under 10% health for like the first time. That might be because, yes, I'm a little bit under the 75% threshold, so I'm going to have a quick bite. If you're going to waste my time, Scorch Beast, then I'm going to waste yours. And you should be dead. No, we have to do a quick reload. I could say that I killed him if I just let the acid kill him, but no, that's kind of cheap. Anyway, so there you have it. Against Scorch Beasts, you know, it's not as good, but it's a flamethrower. What do you expect? We kind of need that Enforcer benefit to actually cripple the thing and bring it down, but it's not really to say anything bad about the weapon itself. But yeah, I'm actually quite pleased with this one. Just remember, standard nozzle is the way to go. Don't be wrapping up in something else, alright? That's about it for me. If you'd like to see this weapon in your game, be sure to hit me up. I think I got this one from Murmur ages back, or just a random drop. No one gave it to me, so it's just been sitting around for ages. And now it's yours for the taking if you want it. Hit me up. Thank you for watching, guys.